Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is BexX. Today I want to talk to you guys all about what it was like preparing for a sermon and being back at church for the first time ever. So today was my church's first ever experience being back kind of since COVID hit. We've been closed for the last 7 months and we've finally been able to coordinate all the things that we need to do to meet government guidelines and be back for the first time. This was kind of like a test run. We don't know what's going to happen moving forward. Hopefully we'll be able to stay open, but I had the amazing privilege of getting to lead the service and preach, and yeah, it was just amazing and scary and weird and all the things, and so I kind of just want to talk about it. So first things first, let's just jump in. It was awesome to be back. There is always something that feels so great about being in the building. I talk so much about how my church is like home. I just feel like I'm home. When I walk in there, there's just such a sense of I'm home, and I can just feel God and I just know He's there, and I just love it. And being back was so awesome. Yeah, I'm just so grateful that we were able to be back. It's not easy to get back into the building to meet every single requirement, especially when you are more of a smaller independent church. But we've done it, and I'm so excited about that. Excuse me, I'm so excited about that. So yeah, we were back and everything went really well. In terms of COVID, we are doing everything that you need to do. We have a one-way system, we've got sanitizing, everyone wears masks, we don't give out Bibles or anything, and at the moment we're not allowed to actually sing as a congregation. So we've kind of had all of that in place, and I still feel like the service went lovely in terms of the fact that we just got to worship God. But preparing for the service was stressful. I think there was just a lot of pressure that I put on myself because we were going to be back for the first time in so long. And what do you say in a service like that? And how do you lead that kind of a service? And I prepared, for the service. I knew that I would need to encourage people that although we can't sing, we can still listen to the music and we can still move and feel it. And that's something I have been growing in, is just being confident to move and express my worship in my body language in other ways, not just with my voice. And so that went really well, to just kind of encourage people that they could just feel it and you can worship deep in your heart without using your words, and that went really well. But figuring out the sermon was really hard. I looked at many passages and I thought I'd come up with something, which I actually think I'm going to share with you guys in another video. We'll look at Psalm 103, that's what I had got into, and I thought I was set. Like, I usually will share it with my family and see what they think and gauge how they feel like, how easy is it to understand, does it make sense, is it workable, is it relatable, that kind of thing. And they were happy with it, like it was great, and I went to sleep and had the worst dream that it all went wrong and it was just not right, and I couldn't tell if it was, like the kind of dream where Satan's just trying to put you off and make you kind of like not serve him and not do that. But I just had this feeling that it wasn't clicking, it wasn't the right sermon. And so 2 or 3 days before the service today, I was like, I have to change it. And so I changed it to something a bit different, and I'm so glad that I did. I think it's so important to just make sure that you're connecting what you're saying with whether you feel like God is kind of confirming it, and I felt like He was confirming the second sermon that I had written. And there's nothing wrong with the first one, I just don't think it was the right thing for that particular moment. And yeah, but it was hard and it was stressful and I didn't sleep for like a week. I've had anxiety in my life, and giving sermons has been crazy to me because I get really nervous before it, and then once I get on the stage, even though I still get shakes and stuff like that, I can just, it's like God just completely takes a hold of me, and it's like I'm a different person, and I'm talking and I'm giving a sermon, and then it's like the service finishes and then it's like it's me again and all my anxiety comes back. And so I was super nervous to go back. It's been so long since I've stood up and preached. The last time I preached was on Zoom, and that was really, really nerve-wracking too. But yeah, it was a different process, but it was worth it, and I think it was challenging in all the right ways for all the right reasons, creating this sermon and preparing for it. And I'm just so grateful that I got to be able to do it, that we got to be able to have a service. And I just want to encourage you that, you know, just be encouraged to stay strong in the faith and to follow your God-given instincts. You know, I knew that that message wasn't quite right, and I just trusted God and prayed to him that he would help me figure it out. And I just believe that you can fully rely on God. You know, for us to be back in church, for me to have led that service, from my anxiety have subsided in that moment, everything is because of God. He's made a way. And so yeah, I guess this is another bite-sized Bible with Bex, because just a blessing to be back at church and to have been able to preach. And it is strange. It's strange having to have a mic set up really far away and to not be wearing your mask while everyone else wears theirs, because you've obviously got to speak, and then after the service there's no congregating or talking or anything. But it was a blessing, and I super enjoyed it, and I just wanted to share that with all of you guys, that it was awesome, and I'm so glad to have had that opportunity. And I just want to encourage you that whatever your talents are, use them. I was reading a Bible study of the day, and it had been saying that, like, we need to use our talents, because if we have talents and we just sit on them and do nothing with them, you know, what's the point of that? You've got to work for it, you've got to try. And it was kind of saying, like, if you're too scared that you're going to fail or you're going to mess up or your talent isn't honed yet, and you never try, like you never give it a go, you're going to sit on it and never do it. It was like, if I thought about preaching 4 or 5 years ago, I would never have gone up to the front to even try, and then I would have never ever done it. But there came a point in time where the opportunity came up that they needed someone to just do a slot in the service, and although it was challenging and scary and I thought I could totally mess this up, I gave it a go, and from there everything snowballed, and now I am where I am today. But if I had said no to that opportunity, I may never ever have preached, and I would have just sat on a gifting. So I just encourage you that if there's a talent or a gift that you believe that you have, or that you think that you could do, but you're worried about failing or messing up along the way, do it anyway. You're going to grow from your mistakes, but also if you sit on it forever, you'll never know. So use your God-given gifts and get out there into the world. I pray that you have a blessed day, and I look forward to seeing you guys in another video on Wednesday. Alright guys, I'll see you very, very soon. Bye!